Good chat. Good chat. Good chat. Good chat. Good chat.
Hello, I'm here. Me. None of that. Get this damn text off my head. Go away. There we go. Hi. I did not forget I was uploading to Instagram. Shut up. I had to do it, okay? I had to do an upload on Instagram and I forgot, okay? How do I rename this thing? This is not what I should be doing whilst I'm here live, but I'm gonna. Why is that outside? Who the fuck? If I'm just typing shit on my computer, thank you. If I'm just typing shit on my computer like this, it kind of just seems like I'm doing something important. How cool is that? I can just trick y'all. Ad starts in a minute. No, thank you. I did it. Woo! There is sound, obviously. It was just the starting period in which I had to do stuff. How about that? Sorry, Wonton. I didn't mean to hurt you. What's that? Oh my god, a racial slur? This is why I don't like him. See? Completely and utterly justified now. Thank you. No more questions, please. Genuinely? I tested it out. Okay? It got tested out in real life. I used the pretty fluffy bunny bag. It looks like rigatoni, which is kind of funny. Poor little guy. That's your mother. I used it. It's battle tested. It's field tested. That's the real term. It's field tested. I took it outside, and I got like 2 compliments. Pibby got more compliments, but the bag got 2 compliments, and it is what started the trend of getting compliments from strangers. So maybe I'm a winner. But it's nice, I like it, it was fun. I forgot what it's like to get outfit compliments. Not because I dress badly, but because I don't leave the house. That's actually that one. I did go outside. I did. I'm so normal core. And you know what? I went outside the house into the Badlands, as they're called. Guess what? Purchased nothing. Didn't buy a single thing. We went to multiple stores. We went all across the city because Pibby doesn't know how to read maps. Okay, genuinely. Love her. But for real, like, she guessed where a place was. She got told a rough area and she went, I know where that is. No, she didn't. And then the first time checking the map, she didn't check it apparently. She just glanced at it. It was where I thought it was originally. I have this thing where I give advice and I believe that I'm correct, all right, which is not a good thing to think. That's just being my brain is empty right now. What are the words? That's just being big-headed, I guess. But however, I do keep getting proven right. That is why I claim that I am always right, and I continue to give advice. I give all of my friends advice. They never take it. And then I'm not always right about everything. No. But no, like, okay. My friends come to me with a problem. I give a suggestion. They ignore me. My suggestion was the perfect response. Or the best response. Or the thing that would happen. So they're going to do X. And I'm like, yeah, but this will happen. And they're like, doesn't matter. The thing happens. It happens. The amount of time Finster has told me that I'm right is ridiculous. At some point, people should listen to me. Yes, just like I should listen to the mods. I understand. I do get it. But maybe that's the curse. Oh, I left the emote wall on. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's just keep it on. Maybe this is just the curse. Maybe I have perfect advice, but only when people ignore me. So, if people, like my friends, were like, okay, I'll take your advice, it would fall apart, maybe. The current law is, because no one ever takes my advice, it always goes well. I can only extrapolate from that if they were to take my advice, the universal tides would shift and my advice would be wrong. There we go. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I went outside. Today. I went outside. Look at this. Ah! I control them. Oh my god, that rabbit one is weird. Okay, I did the outside. I didn't buy a single product. We walked around. Nothing. I actually made money. Because Pibby bought me Pocky because she likes to go to this like Japanese snack store, and I the first time I went, I got Pocky and she paid for it because it was easier. And this time I was like, hey, Pocky tax, and she got it again, except that I don't actually have it because she took it she put it in her bag, and then she lives at her house, so I don't actually have it, but it was intended to be for me, so maybe. Pocky is pronounced Pokey? Nah. I guess that makes sense with like Pokemon, although that's supposed to be like Pokemon. I went outside and I didn't buy a single thing. How cool was that? That's awesome. I did feel the call of the void a little bit, because we did pass that we were near the gaming store I like to go to, and I do have a list in my phone of things that I need. I don't need them. However, I'm annoyed. The emote wall is annoying me, I think. I don't know if I should keep it. It's kind of irritating me. I don't know. You all seem to be having fun with it, so. I wrote my first list. Not ever. I love lists.
Good chat.
Thank you. 8 months is crazy. Hell yeah. I can't believe that has been the time. That's crazy. I wrote my first list for 40k I learned how lists work and what you should take, and I'm slowly learning the game, and I wrote my first list, and I'm not going to tell you about it because I don't want any backseat. I don't want to be told that I'm wrong. I want to make mistakes my own way. I want to make the mistakes myself, okay? So I wrote a list, and there's like, wait. It's called Baby's First DA List. Hell yeah. And then I also, wait, how many, what is it? There's 8 things that I don't have. That was 10. I wasn't trying to flash up, I was just trying to be flashy. 8. It's a cat. The cat looks silly. There's 8 products that I don't own. 8 individual / larger units that I need for my list. 8. So now I have a reason to buy things. Now I have a reason. Is that hamster like hailing? Oh, it's supposed to be animated, but it isn't. I'm gonna turn off the emote wall because that was a bit too far right. Okay. There's 8 products that Warhammer can sell me. I'm missing them from my army. 8 items. I wrote a list. There's 8 things I don't have. Now I have a reason to buy those things. But I'm staying strong, and I'm being good. I am being responsible. Also, I fixed my problem. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Nazi hamster ruined it. I don't want anything. I don't know. If we're getting Nazi hamsters, there could be like all kinds of things in there. So I'm just gonna play it safe. Yeah, only 8. The rest I own. Because I'm cool. and I already had a bunch of stuff for the list. There's only 8 things I don't have, which means I spent a lot, I guess. I don't know. Or I just made a good... No, I can tell you what I don't have, but I don't want to be, I don't want people to tell me that it's bad. Like, I don't want to tell the list, because then people will, like, be like, this is bad and you should do this instead. And just let me make mistakes, you know? Like, when a kid, like a baby, is, like, trying to walk and it just falls over, you gotta let it do that. You gotta let the idiot baby fall over. It has to, otherwise it won't learn. But the products I don't have, I need some characters. I need an apothecary, is that right? Techmarine, Azrael, Judicia. And I need an impulsor, which is boring. I need a tank. I need an aggressor squad. I need more Deathwing Knights. I need another scout squad. That's 8 products. Thank you very much. 8 products for me. Oh, I don't need them, but I would need them if I was playing the game. If I was to play the game and I ran the list, I would need those 8 things. Yes. So in this case, need is the exact right word. I need it. I just haven't bought them yet. I could have bought them today, and I really was thinking about it, but Pippi wanted to go home. Yo! I love when people buy stuff whilst I'm on stream. Look how cool that was. It's over this side. Thank you. You're probably not even here, but hell yeah. Yeah, I'm learning to play. I'm smart. I'm clever. I'm learning how to play the game. I'm also learning Hor's Heresy at the same time. So, I don't know. My brain is expanding at a rapid rate. I own...
Good chat.
Thank you. I own very many overpriced heavy books.
Good chat.
Thank you. Very big books. Oh, 5. Holy shit, I didn't see that. It just told me 1. It lied
Good
to me.
chat.
I was doing 1 at a time. Okay. I'm not giving you 5 thank yous, sorry. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Good chat.
Uh-oh. Yeah, very many books. Very many heavy, overpriced books.
Good chat.
Wish list? I have the throne, I suppose. But
Good chat.
I already own the books. Thank you. I already own the books. So you can't really buy them if I already have them. But, yeah, I do have the throne for the Warhammer stuff. I wanted to talk about that because I be painting stuff. I am doing what everybody should do, and I am turning my hobby into a job. I'm kidding, don't do that. It's the fastest way to ruin it, except that it won't ruin it for me. It actually will make me feel better. I will be able to sell products, and I'll be able to get rid of my pile of shame, and I will be able to give people cool stuff. Hell yeah. Okay, wait, one question. When's the next painting stream? There is going to be this maybe.
Good chat.
Hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is it going to do it 5 times again?
Good chat.
Yes, it is. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's normal to just
Good chat.
break up sentences so that, you know, the thing doesn't interrupt
Good chat.
the message that you're trying to get across. It's a natural way to speak. I don't know why it does one time, but I think it's kind of fun. I like, it's silly. There is a way that I remember you telling
Good chat.
while mentioning it. You can do it purposefully one at a time, or you can just do it so it only does it once. But I didn't want to know how, because we were live, and I didn't want y'all to know how, just in case you decide to do it. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to talk about something because I like talking. I'd be selling little minis. People keep asking me like, I've had people ask me multiple times to buy my own, like, my Dark Angels. No, they're mine. Stay away from them. But I will paint stuff. I will. And I have a little store that is on my, no, not YouTube, but I have a little store. If you are crazy, if you are so inclined, I'll paint a little dude for you. And then I will feel great because it's like work. And I can do some on stream. And people that have...
Good chat.
Thank you. People that have purchased like the throne thing that I was already doing, that's staying the same. That's still the same thing. If to the people that have purchased something on Throne, they will still get a little mini. Like they've paid in physical objects. They've paid in physical objects rather than money. So that's not going away. The next painting stream is, I don't know when, but I possibly, potentially, maybe, I'm going to have a fun special guest painting stream this week. Maybe. It's not 100%, but it will be a fun painting stream, perhaps. And it will be somebody else painting with my guidance. My hair looks gorgeous. Thank you. It's greasy. I didn't wash it today, but I washed it yesterday. And then it got all greasy overnight. I'm not revealing anything. I'm not spoiling anything, but I think it'll be really fun. It will be, if it materializes. There's a very good chance that it doesn't, but we don't know. We'll see. I don't know when the next actual painting stream will be outside of that. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. It depends. It depends if I go out. I'm supposed to go outside tomorrow, so I might have things to talk about. However, if I have nothing on my mind, I will paint. Yeah, this is so. I know that monetizing your hobby is like a really terrible thing to do, but it means that I can get stuff out because there's too much stuff down there. It's getting a bit overwhelming, and I cannot feel guilty about painting in the daytime. Sometimes I'm like painting and I'm like, oh, I need to I should be doing work, and there's not really all that much to do. It's CEO. You don't do all that much, you know? So I just carry on painting, but with the added guilt. So this is a way to get rid of the guilt in exchange for money, which I will use to fund ick ventures. Oh, you know the bag thing? You know the bag sample that I was gunning for that keeps going bad? Wait, what? Oh, you guys, are you trying to guess who it is? You can't guess. It's impossible. The bag sample, I tried to get a handbag made for ick. First sample sucked. Second sample sucked again, and that was when I had the whole stream where I was like, how in the hell are they doing this wrong? There are instructions. Third sample, even worse. They so bad that the company I work with as an intermediary didn't even send it to me. They're like, we've QC'd this, it's fucking trash. Here are some photos, and it's terrible. Really bad stitching, not right at all. Doesn't look like it could, they're saying that it wouldn't be able to hold anything up. And then the factory, which the agent for the factory lives in works in Manchester, the company's in Manchester. So we're in the same fucking country. You just try harder. They came back and said, it will be better. I'm trying to remember. It will be better at production. No. I'm not trusting that. I'm not trusting that at all. No. It'll be better at production. Yeah, after I've paid. Yeah, buddy. Let me show you. I can show you, I think. It's my company. I can do whatever I want. Third fit sample. Look Look at this. What in the fuck is that? What is that? That's terrible. This is also stitching. That is just horrible. Come on. That is just awful. Like, really bad. Jesus Christ. I don't know how it's getting worse. I don't know how it's getting worse. At the very least, the samples that the cost of sampling that I had to pay at the start is a tax write-off, I suppose. That counts as a loss and goes against my company profits, and then I have to pay less taxes at tax time. Silver lining. There is a small slither of silver lining. Oh, God, Jesus. It sucks. Everything's lame. And I'm in the purgatory state again. No, it's not supposed to be distressed. It's not at all. It's supposed to be neatly stitched. I'm in the purgatory state of, like, we don't have any new products to sell. Right. Oh, also, if you're in America, shipping is still free until the end of the month. Till the end of this month. I might put, like, a little banner up on the website to remind humans about that, because that's when the at the end of the month tariffs start making your life hell. Sorry. Maybe the slave children hadn't been fed. Jesus, we use European factories. We're not using no slave children factories. They would be cheaper, but we're not doing it. Also, I don't think they exist. I don't think you can go and find that. I think it's like, you just turn a blind eye and choose the cheapest and don't think about it. We are doing fucking European factories because morals, etc. It's very expensive. I could become an evil corporation. It's there. I can feel it. No. What's money anyway? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. I know there are sweatshops in Europe, but we are not. I'm doing the Trump. We are not using them to our knowledge. We have checks, I believe. I work with a company, and their whole point is for this, to get factories that are up to scratch. But then, you know, with like, I've been working with one for a while, so honestly, me and Ben talked about a while ago, but we talked about like going to visit the factory. That is the best idea, and we should. But I hate traveling, so that is a thing. I don't really like traveling. Tariffs apply when bartering. See, this is the thing, right? The tariffs don't affect me at all. Like, the shipping to the US. Okay, no, actually, how will it work? I don't know. I imagine that shipping companies will raise their prices anyway just because they can. You know? I imagine that just because the word tariff is thrown around, like, whatever shipping company, Colissimo, whatever we use, like, USPS, that's your government one, but I don't know, will probably raise their prices just cause. But yeah, I don't actually have to pay any more. It's the person that buys it has to pay more. So it's like extra import tax. Because import tax already exists and it sucks, but it is a real thing that you have to live with. So this is just kind of, you then get tariff taxed. It's so stupid as well. I don't know how people went along with any of this at all. Because you're just getting, it's US VAT, but do you not have that anyway? Do you not already have VAT? So it's like double VAT? You didn't have VAT, but now you do. Or you didn't go along with it, but you were forced to. Yeah, I know what they are. They're you guys getting taxed when you purchase something. When it arrives in your house. Uh-oh, tax time. Yes, anything under $800 currently does not have a tariff. So that's why I am doing free shipping until the end of the month, in which they will roll that back. And then I don't know what I'm going to do, because I can't do free shipping forever because it's expensive. But I was thinking people can get it out of the system now before it becomes incredibly expensive. So buy all the stuff now before it, what's the European one? It's my fulfillment is in Paris. So you guys are on good terms with France, right? Maybe it's like 10%, possibly 15%. Jesus. Wait. You don't. Let me help me understand this. You don't have VAT, so this is just VAT. Is this? I appreciate the support. Thank you. Yes, I agree with you. I don't understand now. Now I'm a bit lost. So you didn't have VAT, but now the tariffs are VAT. So you're kind of just like the rest of the world. It's not actually that bad, but it will just be more expensive for you guys. I mean, like, adding costs is lame. People don't usually do that. I usually like to take them away. Having no VAT and then being slapped VAT, yeah, that's rough. But if it is just that is kind of just the same as the rest of the world, right? Like, everywhere else has VAT. Oh, you already have an equivalent. Sorry. Sorry, I come to watch Icky for nothing better than in-depth discussions about the world economy. In my defense, it's not in-depth. It's very surface level. You already have VAT, so it's double VAT. Okay, I get it. I was just trying to understand. Sales tax, right, cool. You know, okay, can I just, I'm gonna do something unpopular. I'm gonna slate America a little bit. I know. You're very loved on a global scale right now, so saying bad things is not very nice, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You people, how many states are there? Are there 51? 50? How many states are there? I'm not American, so I don't have to know. Is it 51? 50. There's 50. Wow, what about Mexico? What about the Gulf of Mexico? What about Iceland? Greenland? Greenland was the one. Yeah, and Canada. You got like 53. So there's 50, right? Yeah. So with IC in Europe, we have this thing that I can't remember the name of, but if you're selling to multiple countries in Europe, you can just kind of bundle it together into one like type of tax, like VAT. Y'all have 50 different versions. So each state has its own minimum amounts of money that you have to reach in that state to pay tax, and so 50 different thresholds. I'm sure some overlap, and 50 different like requirements, and yeah, that's just insane. That's rough. That's crazy. I hate that. I don't have to deal with it. My accountant does, but there are some without sales tax. Well, I like those ones the most. But I remember because I work with this company that I work with a lot of companies. I'm very big business, you see. I work with this company that handle global taxes for companies so that I could do this clothing brand. That sounds so insanely grown up when I say it like that. That's cool as hell. I had a meeting with a company to get like the taxes sorted on global distribution. It was easy. I sat in a meeting. I put my glasses on so people thought that I was smart, and I just sort of nodded. But when they were explaining it to me in the meeting, they were talking about the fact that, yeah, America had so many different like sales tax requirements and minimum thresholds that you had to meet to then like file paperwork. And I think it's that there's like it's not that I have to pay taxes specifically, it's that there's various minimum thresholds to which I then have to register in that state as a company. So like I had to register my company in France for VAT. I don't know if I have a French company or if it's just my British company again in France. I don't really understand how it works, but I've seen documents. So if the last one I could remember is like 10 grand, I think, or something. If I sell 10 grand's worth of products in whatever state, I have to register my company in that state for VAT. That's just a lot. I have another person who handles it. Well, I have a company that helps with global tax stuff, and then I have an accountant who deals with the accounting. So yeah. But I do have to, like, make sure everything doesn't go to shit. You know when you get an accountant, one of the things in the documents that they send you to sign is that ultimately you are responsible for your taxes. You have to make sure that, like, this is all correct and legal. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? I'm not an accountant. That's such a I get it that they do that because they need, like, it's like legal, not our fault, you know? Like, the legal responsibility is on me, not on the accountancy firm. But I'm not an accountant. I don't understand it. That's why I'm hiring an accountant. Why would that's like a firefighter. Like, you sign a waiver that's like, we don't have to put the fire out. It's actually your problem. And they do put the fire out, but sometimes they might fuck it up, and then it's your fault. That's scary. What else did I do today? Oh, I got a Warhammer delivery. And how old do you gotta be to watch this? I'm 57. I got a Warhammer delivery, and I started painting stuff. What the fuck? What else did I do? How do I sound normal? That's about it, really. Yeah. Wait, what? What did I get? I swear I had something fun arrive. Oh, I ordered these minis from this, like, weird site, right? Weird, I don't say weird, it's not. It's just a small designer who I think, like, handcrafts them, maybe. Because they look like they are done by hand and then casted in resin, rather than, like, digital, like, CAD fancy stuff. I bought a bunch of stuff from this, like, small miniature shop, and they arrived today, and they're so cool. They are so cool. They have to say that because they get handed fraudulent documents. Ah, can you just do that? I didn't think you could just do that. Damn it. Fuck. I could be handing fraudulent documents to my accountant this whole time. I'm gonna get the little miniatures. I'm gonna show you. I can't breathe. I'm fine. I'm fine now. I won't be a sec. Honk. I didn't want to accidentally dox myself, so I didn't bring the box. It was my packaging. So they're just in little baggies. I love making awkward faces at the camera, in hopes that it gets picked up as a thumbnail, but they always choose weird ones. Okay, what bag did this come from? What was I gonna say? Oh, is this ASMR? I got too locked into that. You may be thinking, hi, Icky, you seem very upbeat and energetic, and you don't seem really tired like you were talking about yesterday. Yeah, that's because I fixed my issue. I fixed it. That's what the title is about. I fixed it. Not in the sense that I went to the vet and got stuff sorted, so I can't have a litter. No, I fixed my medication. Because I am the queen of medication and Google. I have a doctorate in Googleology. I fixed it. I don't know. Medication is weird, and it all goes inside your blood and organs, and it all mixes together, and sometimes weird stuff happens. So the medication that I originally take for anxiety, because I was getting anxious, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna up the anti-anxiety with my psychiatrist. They okayed it, and then I'll be less anxious. That went wrong for some reason. Well, I know exactly why. That medication made the other medications more concentrated, which then led to me going insane. And then I've dropped it back down just because I just wanted to. And now I'm fine. No issues. And that makes sense as to why it was fine the first time and then randomly not fine the second time. Hell yeah, I'm like a detective, but for useless shit that only applies to me. And I'm strong. And I'm big and strong. I'm gonna sit down because I always stand and then it makes me like want to die because it just my legs hurt. I feel like I shouldn't sit for the whole stream because it's bad for your health. So I end up standing for the whole stream, which is also bad for your health. You know, you shouldn't sit for too long. You also shouldn't stand for too long. How can I fucking win? What am I supposed to do? Hover occasionally? Or is that bad for me too? The way I counterbalance this is I go lay in my bed. Just because of that. Not because I'm a loser. I saw the word what? For some reason, okay, that makes sense. YouTube, I saw like a benzo being talked about, and then I was like, that's YouTube chat. Oh, it made a noise. Do it again. Oh no, it's like when it's like makes like a fart noise and then you can't get it to do it again. Have I tried yoga? No. Nope. But I've tried being fucking radical and I aced it. The teacher said I was the best. Hi. Hello. I'm gonna stare you down now. Okay, I immediately looked away. Ugh, that hurt my neck. Alright, I got a bunch of weird little dudes in what seems like drug baggies. I promise you, they're not drugs. Oh my god, that is a brutal YouTuber read. I care about YouTube chatters. It's just sometimes they get their dick out and it's weird. There's like the conversation equivalent of getting their dick and balls out, and I don't like it. But sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're great. Do it. Look at this. Creepy. They are like very exaggerated and silly, and I love that because I can already tell they're going to be so fun to paint. Like they are handmade and then cast, and then a mold and then cast in resin. It's fucking cool. I'll give the link in a sec. It's not 3D printed, it's resin. Wait, it's I guess you 3D print. I know that resin is complicated and you need like a whole setup. I don't know if you 3D print resin. I don't think you do. But these are really cool, and I know that they're gonna paint up so well, especially with the John Blanche paints, like all those like really bright colors and like yellows and stuff. Here's another one. What? Ooh. And another one. Yeah, they keep going. He's got an axe. And he looks vaguely unhappy, I guess. Maybe his wife left him. And then, last one. Got a big fucking gun. Ah! And a robot arm. See the robot arm? This one. Cool, right? And now I want to do this. Does anyone know how to 3D model characters, please? I actually want to open call this as a thing. I want a 3D modeler, CAD designer, someone Blender, who can make characters. Because I want to do this. I want to do this too. I have a 3D printer, and I have an idea. My brain has been working today because I took my ADHD meds, so I have been on it, and I have a really cool idea that I would love to do, and I need an excuse to start drawing, so I could do this, and I wanna. Does anyone know how to do stuff? I know I have the wrong kind of 3D printer. I would not resin print them. They would be 3D printed. I spoke to Jen, but she does, what's the word? Places. Why can I not remember that? She does, like, what is it called? Like, just my brain doesn't work. Just genuinely doesn't work. Crazy. Jen does non-figures. She does places. Places in space. Planes of existence. You know how to 3D model? It doesn't have to be Blender. If you can 3D model and you're good and you can do figures, please hit me up. I'm gonna show you this website. I have to try and remember it. What is it? Oh, okay. Here it is. Will I get banned by my own thing if I put a link in chat, or am I allowed because I'm the best? Here we go. This is where I got all these things from. Terrain, thank you. Thank God that was the real word. Here you go. I'm pinning it because I'm clever. This is where I got all the minis from that I'm about to show you, including the ones I just showed you. Look at this one. It's a big robot head. It's like a robot, but a big skull head, freak thing. They're so weird and freaky. I love them. They're gonna paint so good. How does one hit me up? Email me. My email address is everywhere, I think. I'm pretty sure it's in like my link tree. I have a link. Whatever platform you're using will have a link that shows you all of the social medias. But genuinely, I do want to hire, like, I do want to hire like a 3D like character person, because I can then do illustrations and then maybe they can make them into 3D stuff, and then we can have some fun. We can make granola. These are little heads, but like even these little individual heads, they have put like the base that they use, like the sprue is like skulls. Like they've made like even the boring stuff fun. It's like skull sprues. Like with this one, it's got like a whole landscape on the sprue. Yo, somebody purchased this skirt. Hell yeah. Love ya. I didn't even know we had any left. What else we got? Some of them... Uh-oh. I dropped some on the ground. These are like little soldier dudes. Little space soldier dudes. And they're just so cool. Come on. Try. I haven't... Obviously, like, I haven't cleaned them up or anything. I will glue them together. But they're just, like, really, really cool little things. Like, I like the proportions. I like the weird sort of... I don't know. They're almost like little green army men. In the way that they're, like, printed. But I just like them. I like the aesthetic. Let me pick the things up off the floor. Where did the other things go? I'm gonna have to actually get on the floor. Ugh. I'm too old. Is it only gonna get worse from here? Because this already sucks. I'm gonna have to start exercising. I need to. This is rough. I need to start exercising. Oh, goddamn. Woo! You turned 30. Congratulations. That's cool. I'm excited to turn 30. I joke and I make silly things, but I'm excited. It'll be fine. Although I do need to exercise because I don't want my body to decay. That's the only issue. Like, most issues people have with aging is to do with, like, not exercising. And then I'm just not doing that either. Oopsie. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. It doesn't count for me. I'm just a girl. Do you ever think about how, like, you're gonna die? That's fucking terrifying to me. Oh, happy birthday. You turned 27 today? I'm 27. We're the same age. Hell yeah. But yeah, do you ever think about the fact that one day you'll just die? I do sometimes. It's terrifying. It gives me an existential crisis every time I think about it. I'm also not planning on dying, so we're in the same thing. But like one day it just ends. You just like, I guess the hope is that you're like hop the fuck up on morphine or something. So you don't even know where you are. You're just gone. But like, it's just done. And you don't, like, the one thing that freaks me out is that you can't comprehend it. Because there's no like waking up and being like, oh, I slept. There's no comprehension. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean it. It came to my brain and I had to talk about it. Never died yet, so where's the proof that I will? Are you quoting me or are you just made for me? Because goddamn, yes, exactly. You'll think you'll power through it? Yep. I said that exact same thing. I said that there's no proof I've died. There's no proof I can. And any other person dying is not me, so it just doesn't... I know all the fancy shit, like the end gives meaning, blah, 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 and all that stuff, and you know, I'm all ready and prepared, etc. But not for myself. That's scary. I can't even comprehend it, because it's uncomprehendable. I won't be able to know that it's happened. I guess I can comprehend it as it's happening. But that's worse. Anyway, here's another dude body. Wow, that one's got a lot of gates on it, so you won't be able to see. This one stood in a pose. Brr. He's menacing. He's like stood like holding a gun. Hell yeah. What else we got in here? They're just cool. To me and me alone. Nah. Other people think these are cool. But yeah, these are awesome. They're just so... I love the hand, like... I love naive drawings. I'm sure I've talked about this before. I really like naive quality of line. So what that means is just drawings that look shit. And so if anything is kind of janky, I fucking love it. I love janky. That's why I really like the old Hammer stuff, like the Firstborn Space Marines, because they're all janky. They're all a bit weird and janky, and I love that. Like this. This dude just stood here. He's just a bit janky, and it's awesome. They just have a lot of character. Sitting there. Weird shapes, over-exaggeration, like proportions a bit weird. I love it. I love it. Give me a little dude with a big gun. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Big little dude, big gun. That should be an option on like Hinge. I guess that is in America. You lucky. Mold lines? Someone said about mold lines. It's mostly just like gates and stuff from the resin. There's not like actual mold lines. Yeah, there's not actually any mold lines. There's just like little bits of resin from the pouring. And to be fair, they're very like thin. They're not bad. They're a lot better than like the Games Workshop ones. That fine cast shit. Way better than that. Yeah. I don't, there's not, I guess some of them have mold lines. Yeah, but then it's nothing crazy. Like, I've seen worse on actual huge companies. This dude doesn't have any. Oh, he has like a tiny mold line right there. That's it. This dude's fucking cool as hell. He has no mold lines. He's like a skull death star. Bikini girls with machine guns. See, this is the kind of stuff that I would be making if I had the ability to 3D model, because one of the comics that I made when I was a student, I guess, when I was doing illustration and stuff, was a really silly, but I adore it, a really silly, like, I don't think it was 24 pages. I think it was like 12 pages, like 12-page comic. And it was just, now I feel embarrassed. It was called Bikini Blaster Babes. And that sounds really dumb, and that was the point, okay? I wanted it to be like a Saturday morning cartoon, but they're just in bikinis, and they shoot stuff. And that's exactly what the comic was. So that's the energy I would bring into 3D modeling. Also, it was a good comic. You gotta trust the process. Have you seen Bikini Bandits? I haven't. What is that? I have not. Is it like a very similar thing? Let me have a look. I'm Googling it. Oh, it's a detective fiction. What? I did not expect this. I expected a cartoon. Oh yeah, it's kind of like this, but like sci-fi. Yeah. This is kind of what, like the vibe, but like this. I can't show you because I'll get banned, but this is, I think they look like police officers or it's a porn movie. I can't really tell. But mine was sci-fi. I could probably find it, to be honest. If you allow me another ad break, I could probably find it pretty quickly. And show you the illustrations from it. What else is in here? Quickly, before I run off. There's like a weird little skeleton and like a space sci-fi little transmitter place, I think. Hell yeah. Alright. I'm gonna press the button and I'm gonna go run and try and find this because I know where my books are and I can show you some drawing. I found it. I found it. So in my final year of Schmooniversity of my illustration degree, I learned like 2D video games, like because we were allowed to do whatever we wanted as a final project as long as it was artistic, and I learned how to do like like Game Maker, like 2D, pixel style, very simple games. You can make really good games in Game Maker, like. I'm pretty sure Undertale was made in that software. I don't know how, because that shit is complicated. But that's what I did. And this is a sketchbook full of, like, game design stuff for uni, of, like, just ideas I had, because I always end up with 100 million ideas and don't have the skills to go through with any of them. This was an idea for this random one here. Is okay. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it says. It says rat game idea, mobile game with a question mark. Collect rats, train them, raise them, use them to perform heists. Rats perform complex heists and crime acts can go wrong. Yep, that's it. That's all I wrote, and I did nothing with that. I guess that idea didn't make it out of this page. I didn't even try with that one. I don't know how to code. I did know how to code specifically on Game Maker, which is GML, Game Maker language. But by know-how was I knew the very basics, and I was really good at adding Reddit to the end of my questions, so I'd be able to find someone else who had done it for me, like 5 years earlier. Can I speak up? And you can't hear me? No. I can see it on my screen, and it is going into, like, I can move the mic, I guess, but it's going into the normal version of sound. If I turn it up, it'll be way too loud. Okay. And then obviously I like comics, so I just couldn't stop. So I ended up doing comics. My process of doing comic books is very, very rough in Sketchbook because it's kind of just for me. Here's some illustrations for you. This is page 1. It's very silly if you end up being able to read any of this whilst I turn pages. It's very silly. It's the villains for this very short issue is bikini eating monsters, because I thought it was funny. Thanks. My illustration style and my comic book style is influenced heavily by UK independent comics. So a different, it's not like trying to be crazy Marvel, it's like trying to be janky. I like naivety. Hell yeah. What else happens? Oh, okay. And then to beat the big villain, they do like a magical girl style combination attack, because references. I don't know what else happens. They just fight. There's just 2 pages of fighting. I like this one. I like this right here. Bonk. Oh, and they do another one. They do another magical girl style attack together, and like this is the style I was going for. This is page 10 of a 12-page comic, and it's just randomly revealed that they can do magic. So they do magic, and then he dies. Oh wait, no, I remember this. He explodes, and I really like the exploding panel. Love a good splutch. Look at that. I'm a big fan of a good splutch, a good sound effect. I'm very, very sound effect heavy in my comic illustrations. Or used to be. I haven't drawn in a very long time. This was a game design for a 2D pixel game where the main character, like your little character... Oh, wait, sorry. Did I do this pre or post egg crack? Post. I did all of this in my final year of university, which was during COVID. I was at, like, house share with friends, and I was transitioning. Hell yeah. This one is a video game idea, a little 2D pixel game for my project that I just wanted to experiment with, where your character is like a little dude on a skateboard, and doing skateboard tricks is the different types of attacks. So different tricks would be different like damage, and this one I actually made like a prototype. Like this, I got this one to work a little bit. I got it to do like ollie and kickflip like inputs and attacks and stuff. I had a few games working. I had I was working on like an auto battler, which was complicated and annoying, but I got the main gist of it working. You could buy characters, they would auto fight, then you could upgrade them, and you could buy like 3 and they'd turn into a better version. I had it on lock. I also did a narrative game. If anyone has played the game Minute, it's like, it takes heavily for a minute. But it's just a little narrative game where you walk around and interact with stuff. And that one was finished, and that was really cool. I like that one a lot. I don't remember what else, because my brain is blank. I think, there was a game where it's like a platformer. You're like a little goblin guy that's just running constantly. And you have to like jump and avoid stuff. I can't remember. It was I remember the plot. The plot of the game was that like an evil scientist had like a cloning machine and was cloning goblins to get them through like dungeons to get treasure and stuff. So every time they died, there'd just be another one. Like Flappy Bird. I don't know. Kind of. It wasn't. It had like D&D random chance. So like there was just a random like, basically a dice roll on certain parts of like the track, and then if it hit whatever, you just die. Or something would happen. What else is in here? Oh, I made little pixel characters for my comic. I did make a little video game again. I was doing more experimenting, where they had like a little shared life pool, and you could switch between the 3 characters from the comic. I wonder if they're not on this computer. They're not going to be on this computer at all. I don't think. They're going to be on the hard drive of the shitty computer that I have downstairs. But I wonder if I have anything in a place that's easy to access. I don't know. Actually. Yo! Oh, will it let me in? Oh, damn it. Wait, let's see if I can hack my own account. Fuck. Damn it. I got it wrong. Wait. I don't know the password, but let me find this for y'all. You might find it interesting. I completely forgot this is a thing. Yo, this is so cute. Okay, so part of my I forgot I did this. Part of my uni thing was like games and stuff, and one of the things you could do with like Game Maker and making video games in general was like Major Jam, or there was like other versions, like basically a game jam, which is you have a brief and a set period of time to make that product, like game. And I did a couple of those. I did one of those. Oopsie. I did 2 here. I can't find my, it wouldn't let me. Oh, that's another one. I entered 2 like little game jam thingies. How do I? Oh, there we go. Here we go. If y'all are interested, here is the link before I share it. Sorry, technology is difficult. Look at this. So, I want to move me a sec. I'm gonna put me down here. This is the little itch.io page that I had. Itch.io currently is suffering from the porn ban, but this was the one that I was talking about. That's like a little narrative game. Can you click the pictures? You can. And you wander around and you interact with little NPCs. I'm pretty sure it's quite janky, but you can finish it. Like, it does finish. You can get through it, but because I had to play test it a lot. But I imagine it's very easy to break. But this is cute. I made this in 2020. And then the other one that I made is this game here. What was the rules of the submission? I consent. What was the... I got a rank number 4 in use of the limitation. Hell yeah. What was the... How do I find it? Is it on the overview? Okay, here we go. So the limitation is it has to be a 96 by 96 pixel screen resolution. Hell yeah. So what I did was I wanted to make like a hardcore old retro game. And this is called Down Left. And basically you have this tiny 96 by 96 pixel game. I'm pretty sure you were allowed to scale it up per the rules or something, but you have 20 life every time that you move up, down in this little hole here, door, you lose 1 life. And I wanted it to be like retro, like old school, like you have to map it out in your head, or like get like a little notepad and like, you know, you keep fucking dying and you have to like map out this dungeon in the, like, you know, you're sitting there scrolling it so you can remember where you're going, and that was the theme. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna play it. Oh, do I have to pay for it? Oh no, I can do it for free. Give me this shit. Give me all the malware that I packed into it. That's a joke. I didn't do that. Let's run this shit. Yo. It's running, but it's like, it is very, very small. I wasn't allowed to upscale it. I was wrong about that one. Or I specifically didn't. Okay, how am I gonna make this fun? I guess... I don't know. Yeah, Downwell, yes, yeah. I also made like a Downwell-esque prototype because I learned that Downwell was made on GameMaker, so I did that too, but that's not available. So, obviously... Oh, is it these? That's this little face that goes up and down. I can't make it any bigger than this because this was part of the rules. To make it so little, so I don't know how to share it with you properly. I'm gonna hit a new game. I have to press X. Fuck, I forgot. There's my little dude. I forgot about this. I'm gonna zoom in on the screen on Streamlabs. If it'll let me. It won't. That's fun. This is annoying. Streamlabs. Work in my favor, I command ye. Is this enough? Can we see this? Because I can't do any more. It won't let me. It won't let me. We can see this. This is fine. Look at it. I got 20 life. I got no gold. I got no bitches. Ouchie. Oh, I got more life. Okay. It's so stupid. It's so cute. But you have to try and find the exit. You lose 1 little life every time. This guy's throwing knives at you. I didn't remember having very much time to make this. I think this was a very quick turnaround. That's why there isn't like any sort of damage effect. I think I did put that in at one point and it kind of sucked. So I took it out. Cause like there's no concept of taking damage here. You're not seeing that you're taking any damage. And I'm pretty sure I had it in at one point, but it just, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I couldn't get it working properly. Like, the iframes were kind of difficult. What does this say? Nothing? Okay. It's just a thing. It's just a thing for you to remember that you've been there before. I don't remember how to get out of this. Oh, I got money. I'm gonna die. Cold and alone. And this is also very heavily inspired by Minute. Yeah, every time you go anywhere off screen, you lose 1 life. And the idea, I actually expanded on this. This is one of the things I did make into like a much bigger game. Though I made a game that's not this small. Has better graphics. It's has like a whole tutorial level and stuff. And then I just, carried on with life and did other stuff. This was like, oh, I'm gonna die. My friend is gonna die. I'm pretty sure the money carries over. Womp. Died. Yeah, it does. So now, I don't remember where the shop is, but there is a shop somewhere, and you can buy stuff, I think. Oh, that fucker just stabbed me. It's like Birmingham out here. It's a flower. Okay. Wait. Yo, I forgot about that. There's a secret little wall. No one would be able to figure that out except me. Because I didn't made it. Where's the fucking shop? Oh my god. Alright. Fuck this designer. Who would create a game like that? That sucks. Oh, I broke it. What? My button isn't working. What? There we go. Now it's working. Hell yeah. Okay, now I just want to find the other one. Like, the actual real one that I made. And I know it's on the other computer, and I don't actually know where that is. I don't know if I have it. I do, somewhere. I don't know if I left it, or if I put it in storage, or if I left it at Jude's house. Or if I threw it away. I don't think I threw it away. I don't know. I should have uploaded everything to, like, Google Drive. I mean, maybe I did. I have no idea. I need to get, like a hard drive. I don't know why I paused on hard. Sorry. Oh. I need to get, like, an external hard drive to put everything on, so I can just throw that computer in the bin. What if I log in to my other account? Do I have the password for this? Fuck. Damn it. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna look into this because it's fun. It's piqued my interest. I'm gonna try and figure out where all my stuff is. Because it's cool. Thanks for looking at my silly drawings. What else is in here? Practicing the icky signature. Oh, and Space Lady stuff when I got my, this was like the first night, I think, when I got my, oh no, it wasn't. Oh yeah, okay. Exactly what I was talking about. Here is like the illustrations and stuff for revamping it, and all my notes to myself. Scaling it up and like planning out puzzles and stuff. Isn't it cool that I used to have a brain? I don't have one anymore. I sold it. I sold it for clout. Internet clout. But yeah, no, right, that's cool. I haven't looked at this in forever. I made a ton of demo games, like only like 1 or 2 that were actually finished. I made a demo game of this like you're like your character has like a big ass sword, but you can only use it once. Every time you attack with it, you like pass out because of the power of the sword. So it would be like a puzzle game of like the way to win the level would be to use your one attack in the correct way. But that, like, puzzles are hard. Making a puzzle is difficult. Like Berserk. I don't know, I've never read or watched Berserk, I have no idea. It could just be exactly that. But I haven't seen it. Do I have any books for the clothing brand? Yeah, I do, but they're not as fun because they're just drawings of clothes. And they're mostly just words. Because I wouldn't draw the clothes like particularly well. I would just draw a very rough sketch of what I, wanted to get across. Not anything crazy exciting. In the revamped version of that game, you could like move boxes and stuff. It was like trying to be a real puzzle game. Hell yeah. Made like a little roguelike. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I made a little roguelike game where you spawn in a room of like there's a bunch of like destroyed pods and then one that works. And that's the one that you come out from. And there's like a dead superhero and like a dead version of your character. And it's like you're basically a supervillain who is constantly like getting cloned. Like whenever you die, you get revived. You're like cloned again, but you just don't have any knowledge. I'm pretty sure the game was like, is this just a roguelike? Like every time you spawn in, there's a different first weapon, and then you get, it's like Binding of Isaac style, like you get lucky on what you could get, and I was having fun coming up with like the certain things that you could, like enemies or like objects that you could get. This is what I was talking about. This is like start room. And then there's like, you were like a little bunny. This one at the top is like a little clone when you nearly die. Yeah, I did. This is, I'm showing my game design stuff from university. And then these are all the little things that I was going to add in, or I did add in. There was a demo of this as well. Most of these got at least some demo. And it would be like, either I would realize that I didn't enjoy it, realize that it was way too difficult, like way out of my league of being able to code, or it was too much of a big project, and I just bounced to something else. But yeah, that's fun. It's a little bunny bomb, a little scorpion. Hell yeah. So it's like the military trying to stop you because you're like a supervillain. Hell yeah. Oh, there's more. There's more of these. It says poop to death. That's nice. So I mostly end up like just writing a ton. To say that, like, even though I'm an illustrator, I start with a lot of writing to get it out of my head, to get the thought out perfectly. And then I start drawing random shit. Honestly, I think there was another one as well. This is not the only like game design book that I had. I don't know why there's a comic sandwiched in between. I must have got bored. I definitely did. You got ready for a doctor's appointment this next Tuesday? Womp womp. I hate that. One time I went to a hair appointment that was a month away. Got it wrong by a month. Crazy. This is, I don't know, I used to do a lot of like creative stuff in uni, untreated ADHD, so I'd constantly be doing new things. The comics were huge because I actually finished them and they're real. I used to not finish a lot of stuff. I used to love making card games as well. I had like a little, I like at least 2 solid card games that have rules. One of them was for a video game, but I was too brain dead. I'm not clever enough to be able to code that intensely, but I did like designing the cards. It was fun. 3 card games. One is just an actual card game, like just an like not Magic the Gathering style, but like it's more like Hearthstone style. It's just a card game that I used to like playtest for fun. And then the other is like a party game. I made this, it like hasn't left the notes app, but I made this silly like rules and card designs for this like silly little like party game. Based on OnlyFans. Based on like you as the player are like you're an OnlyFans creator, and then you play cards to interrupt other players, and then you pick cards off the pile, and something happens. Like I think one of them was like your creepy uncle subscribes, or like boyfriend reveal, that one. Yeah, you got subs as well. Like you got sub cards, and you would like sub cards were like okay, it's coming back to me. Every turn you would get money for how many subscribers you had, and that number could fluctuate based on what cards were played, but you could get, I think there was like simp cards, and those could never be taken away. Like there were perma simps, and you could like steal them from people. You could have like 50% off sales. I don't remember what else. I have a whole list of them in my notes app, and I was like, I really wanted to like do it as a thing, and then I just womp womp wow wow. Because it would be like, I know that I don't have the brain. I have the brain for that part, but I don't have the brain for the rest, because it would have to be like design it like in a physical sense. Like there'd have to be an example, there'd have to be art, and then it'd have to be like a Kickstarter thing. And then that just seems like so much work. It just seems like a ton of work. And I know printing is incredibly expensive. So I know that it, like, even if I decided to do it myself, it would be like really expensive, I think. Future career. I think my dream job is I just sit in a room and I come up with things. I just have ideas, and then someone with a brain or skills goes out and makes it real. Because I have like basic skills at a lot of different things because of ADHD, but not good enough to make things happen. So I will just have the idea, and then a team of experts go and make it done. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have used the OnlyFans brand. It was like a spin-off, like a rip-off, like an alternate universe. I don't remember what it was called. I think I still have it in here. My notes app. I can't bring myself to like get rid of it or anything. I still love it. I still think it's cute. And it had a cool name. It had a very cool name, but I don't know. Revealing it feels like a bad idea. One of the cards was viral lewd, and then you just get one sub card. Crazy. Brand deal. Feet pics. These are just names of cards. Okay, these are the fun ones. So like, there's like action cards that affect everybody. One of them is Wi-Fi down, and then you all lose like a sub. The other is Taxman, so all players lose 20% of their current like money. Rent. Oh, it was around the time that OnlyFans was banning porn, so it was that it bans porn and then all players lose all subscribers. Womp womp. Fun. I liked it. I like coming up with stuff. This was like not a video game. It was like a real physical. Like it was the idea was like a silly little like party game, you know, like real physical cards. I'm pretty sure at one point I like made just written out versions of them to play test it. I had a lot more free time in the past, I think. Or just a lot less medicated. So if I ever had an idea, I like had to go through with it to some degree. Like I would just like stay up late writing out random stupid shit. But I do want to get those games off of my old hard drive. Cards Against Humanity style, yeah. It'd be like, yeah, it would be Cards Against Humanity style, but like you're playing against the person. So like you have cards, there's like a deck of cards that affect everybody, and yeah. You have like a mix of like cards that are beneficial to you and, you know, not beneficial, negative effects on your friends and family. And then you, at the end of everybody's go, you like turn a card off the like middle deck, and that's like an action, and that's like stuff like OnlyFans bans, porn, like silly things like that, like something that affects everybody. I like game design, and I like rules, and I like designing card effects. Hell yeah. I did used to have a lot of free time, I guess. I also had like, at one point I had like just a card game. Like I just made a card game with rules and like creatures and spells and all that stuff. And I just play tested it a ton to come up with different rules and like made it. I didn't fully make it. I drew out the cards to be able to like play test it. And then I did that a bunch. I think it was during university. Didn't have a lot on. And I think I ended up with like 2 actual like decks that could like play against each other, and like was about a 50% win rate for each. Like, you know, it was even. It wasn't too like, I basically like nerfed, and I did like balance patches for just me to see if I could get it like equal. But it was fun at the time. I liked it. I'll run and get another sketchbook because I'm pretty sure I have more game design ones that might be fun to look at. He looks menacing. Hi. I have to be careful because some of these have boobies in them. Illustrated boobies, I may say, not real ones. This is the little sketchbook of Space Lady. When I got my comic submission accepted, this is where I did all of my notes and illustrations and cover designs and stuff. The first night, like, I love being creative. I like pressure. I like I don't know, I like working quickly and letting my brain go brr. So the first, like, as soon as I got the acceptance email from the publisher that I was gonna make a comic series that was gonna be in stores, I wrote the synopsis. So some of these are a bit more detailed because I'd already planned them, but I wrote the synopsis for all 5 issues, which is a bit crazy. Like, as soon as I got the email, I was like, all right, cool, let's go. And I wrote all 5 emails because they asked me, all 5 issues synopsis, because they asked me, to like plan in advance a little bit, I think. And I just, I went a bit hard. And they all are exactly the same. They are the same as they turned out to be. Oh no, except this one. This one didn't happen. Oh, it's different way around. This one that didn't happen is when Space Lady stops a giant space monster from destroying a planet, the space monster decides to sue for mistreatment. That was gonna be like an issue that was like, the whole issue was like them in court with like flashbacks, trying to argue that she used what's the thing they say in like, what, not excessive force, the correct amount of force, and it would just, show that was wrong in like flashbacks. I probably didn't do that one because it was like, the reason I didn't do it is because that was supposed to be issue 4, but issue 4 came out around Halloween, so I did the Halloween one. Hell yeah. I made a Space Lady card game once because I was bored. This is, these are characters and cards. I think the rules are on this page. No, I don't even think I wrote the rules. I think I just know them. I knew them at the time, I guess. What? I remember the rules. You had a character from the comic, and then you would get like a crime card. And the way to like win the card would be to like meet the criteria to stop the crime, which is right here. So you'd have to get like X amount of it's written as alcohol, armor, and helper. So you'd need like one of each, and then you'd win the card. It was kind of based on there's this card game where like you are trying to build a sandwich, and you add like ingredients in to make the sandwich that's on the sandwich card in the middle, and it was kind of built on that. Similar. But yeah, this is literally just like cover designs. So this is the one that's like the big cartel like logo and stuff. This is like the bikini sat on the beach cover. What else did I do? Like, oh yeah, it was also like designs for like characters and stuff. I did a little illustration of Space Lady buying tons and tons of bandages, because the character design has lots of plasters and bandages on her legs to show that she is clumsy. So I do. She's at the checkout with a coupon. Yeah, I was doing like character design. Hell yeah. It was fun. It's a shame that it pays zero money. I can't believe it was in 2022. It's crazy. Here's more illustrations for you. These were cover attempts. I went with this one originally, and then I changed it, and that was a variant cover. I don't draw anymore. I should. I just don't. I do paint though. These aren't the things that I would 3D model. These are just the comic stuff. Yeah, I've one of my tasks today was to download. Well, I downloaded Acrobat on my PC so that I could turn the comics into like PDFs to sell. For not very much money. What else is in here? There's some boobies in this one. I can't show them, or I'll go to prison. I'll go to Twitch jail. There is also a 2-page comic about a police officer lady and her partner, who is just a giant bear. Or a regular sized bear, I guess. Not really a giant bear, but I like the splat. Here he is. He's a bear with a sniper. I'm trying not to accidentally show boobs. Great reaction panel. Thank you. I liked reaction panels and I liked sound effects. It was my jam. I was very much into those. What is this one? Oh, I was trying to make a game about like little robots. So I was just sketching people and robots. I don't think I'm allowed to show like drawn boobs. I think it still counts. I'd have to 18 plus the stream, and I don't know how to do that, and it's not worth it. Hell yeah. Just because you want to see drawn boobies, you creeps. I don't know what these are. They're just illustrations. Just silly little drawings. These were like weird shirt designs. Pre-icky. And then there was like art toy designs. I don't know. I like silly little creativity. I'm pretty sure I have... No, I'm definitely sure. I have like 2... Oh, wait. 2? I have like 2 like graphic novels like planned out, like comics, like big ones, and like that overarching story and characters and stuff, and I just can't do it. Yo, this is sick. This is my true love. Thank you. You're my best friend now. You're probably not even here, but I appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have the resolve. Drawing comics is very difficult. It takes a long time. It hurts. Even doing like the iPad stuff, that's what I did for Space Lady. I would draw on paper and then take a photo and then do all the inking and coloring on my iPad. It still takes forever and is draining and monotonous. I might be able to do it now that I'm medicated, but I remember it being so horrific that it has put me off properly, like genuinely. Like I don't draw. I used to draw all the time because I wanted to make comics, and now I know how hard it is. Brr. But I think one day, if I get to like retire or I get more free time, that's when I will like finish the stories that are like written out in my phone if AI hasn't taken over and deleted all of my internet access. Hell yeah. I feel like we took a journey. I feel like we went on a long journey this stream. We took many winding paths. Is that anything? Oh, hell yeah. People just be buying shit all the time. Crazy. God. Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get... Medication's supposed to help you on the contrary? Well, that's supposed to make me be able to concentrate, so I should be able to concentrate. I'd be able to draw. But I know how horrible it is, so I just still don't. Medication doesn't make you 100%. You still have to try, which sucks. What notebook? I don't know. They're just random. There's like an art store in Birmingham, and I just bought them from there, I think. Nothing special. Okay, I'm gonna go and paint and look at more of my art and see if I have anything cool. Mwah. Goodbye, lovely people. I'll see you tomorrow. And I might be painting tomorrow, and then hopefully I'll have a cool painting buddy by the end of the week. Maybe. I'm excited. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for listening to me yap about nonsense. I appreciate it. I feel like I was info dumping on you. Hell yeah. This is a first date.